Another game that I am incredibly excited about that's supposed to be coming out here in 2025 is Silent Hill F. Silent Hill, guys, has had a really interesting history. Obviously, it's been in this limbo state. There was a potential state of no return after Hideo Kojima was working on, Silent Hills with Norman Reedus. They designed PT, Playable Teaser, which was absolutely unnerving. It was crazy psychological, and I was so excited about it. Then the split happened between Kojima and Konami. He moved on to work on Death Stranding and then Death Stranding 2. Konami now is finally diving back into the Silent Hill universe with Silent Hill F, Silent Hill Townfall, Silent Hill Remake that Bloober Team did. I should say Silent Hill 2 Remake that Bloober Team did. And they're also now going to be working on Silent Hills Remake after they finish Chronos The New Dawn. But with that being said, Silent Hill F looks absolutely incredible. I think that this game is everything I want to see out of a Silent Hill title. It's got so much, unnerving tension that you can tell is within it. Certain things that look similar to some of the older Silent Hills, some things look different. Doesn't look so much like that dark, gritty Silent Hill that we might be accustomed to, that we might be getting with Silent Hill Townfall. But Silent Hill F is more of your psychological terror. And just like an overall horror experience that's going to be one to remember. Well, that being said, guys, we got some gameplay that was shown behind the scenes, and I'm incredibly excited about it. And I want to break it down and go over it with all of you guys, because we did see little bits and pieces of Silent Hill F and some gameplay of what this game's going to look like as we get closer and closer to the release of this game, designing the world of Silent Hill F. One of the things I was a little bit critical of, guys, when it came to Silent Hill F was, it was all like in Japanese, and it almost was like kind of like Squid Games, right, on Netflix. And I was almost wondering, I wonder if this is going to have like a Squid Games kind of effect where people like don't care that it's, dubbed or that it's in Japanese and stuff. They just, put on subtitles, or they, whatever, however they decide to do it. But they just play the game because it's incredible. And a lot of people did the same thing with like Squid Games because it was just an incredible show, even though it was in a different language outside of English, right? I think that's going to be the case here with Silent Hill F, because this game, from a graphic fidelity perspective, looks incredible. How it ties in to the overarching franchise of Silent Hill is going to be the most interesting thing to me. So we look at this gameplay. Now, I don't know all the creatures, but the character models and stuff, dude, they look creepy, bro. Even our main character, our main protagonist, she, you can see like somehow throughout the story, or if it just happens like while you're playing each, like, each death, it resets or something, where she had, you could see part of her shirt was ripped. Right here on her right arm. So you wonder if she's getting injured, if that's what happens. Yeah, you see like how her back is like ripped. Fascinating, dude. I love that. I love that animation. I love that attention to detail. That's huge. And Konami doing that, kudos, big up to them for that. Because here you see, she looks normal. She looks like a schoolgirl, like she just got out of school or something, and now the world has gone to complete and utter hell. And she is walking into an absolute nightmare. But I love because you can see that there's that hint of that Silent Hill, the mist. It's like this red mist you see, but it was always like that gray mist that you saw. Look at this. I love the different like animations from the different characters, the villains, the bosses. It creates this real tension because they look very weird. They look really different. We've seen, and I don't know all the names of them, guys, even from the older Silent Hill titles. It's been a while since I think the last Silent Hill game I played, I was playing the Silent Hill 2 remake, played Silent Hill Homecoming, though. That was the last one I really dove head first into, and that was a number of years ago. But I love this setting. The setting as well is fascinating. Graphically, looks great. I'm wondering if you're going to be able to, what the open world looks like in terms of how much you're going to be able to explore. How many of these buildings you're going to be able to go into. Are they going to try to create more of a linear experience or more of that open world scenario where you're able to traverse the world in a multitude of ways? You're able to, just explore. And there's little things hidden, Easter eggs, secrets, things of that nature that are scattered around. Looking like scarecrows, bro. Oh man, like a shrine. I like that Konami's doing this because it's different than what Hideo Kojima was working on with Silent Hills. You can just tell. There's a huge change in tone. Maybe not even so much tone, but just a change when it comes to the environment. Now, obviously, all we got from Hideo Kojima's Silent Hills title was PT, right? Playable teaser, which was just very psychological. You're going in the same room. Each time you go in that room, it changes, right? Gets creepier and creepier and creepier. And I love the concept of it. I absolutely loved it. I would have loved to see what he would have done with Silent Hills. We are going to see what he does, however, with OD, which is Overdose or Overdose on Fear, which is his game that he's working on with Xbox following Death Stranding 2. Even though Death Stranding 2 is already out now, maybe they're going to start working on that pretty soon. I'm excited about that one because I really want to see him in the full-blown in the horror universe, in the horror ecosystem, because I think OD is going to be something special. I love the attention to detail, though. You can see that there was a ton of detail put into Silent Hill F. I just really hope that it resonates with a lot of people, I hope they knock this thing out of the park so we get multiple Silent Hill titles. Now, one of the things that came out from Dusk Golem, he had mentioned that they have wanted for a while to have an annual Silent Hill title. And I stated, guys, on my previous show that Silent Hill is not Call of Duty. It's not Madden. This is a story and a world that you want to build over time, right? Gnarly, dude. Absolutely gnarly. But you want to build it over time, right? I really believe that. September 25th, 2025, you can pre-order now, guys. Incredible. But what I was trying to say was I really think that you want to take Silent Hill and knock Silent Hill F out of the park, create maybe some downloadable content over time, add some things, and then make sure that you knock this thing out of the park, and then you can move on to the next game, like Silent Hill Townfall, Silent Hills Remake, things of that nature. Do not do a Silent Hill title every year. It makes no sense, and I think that it's setting yourself up for utter disaster. You want to just knock one thing out at a time, because Call of Duty is one of one. We don't see that really ever. I mean, you could say maybe Madden, but Madden's basically a copy and paste every year. They just improve like a couple of plays and stuff, maybe some animations. But Call of Duty, they'll go from boots on the ground to jetpacks, back to boots on the ground, World War II, future, modern. and they do it in ways I've never seen any other video game do it. Don't do that here with Silent Hill. Take your time, crush this thing, make it absolutely incredible, and then move on to the next game. But let me know what you guys think about Silent Hill F and the gameplay footage that we've seen so far. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below and let us know your thoughts.